Good afternoon, parents. My name is Mr. V. As promised, I was going to start doing some videos for your kids so they can review the information. So we're going to start talking about different forms of multiplication. The first form we're going to talk about is the one we are all used to. It's called the standard form. This is the one our generation grew up with back in the early 2000s, the 90s, 80s, and so on. The second one is more new. It's called the partial form. This is the one that the kids are learning now. And then the last one is called area form. So those are the three different forms. So we're going to start with our first form, the standard form. We'll take an equation like this. Let's say 3 to 6 times 12. Okay. So for this, the rule is the numbers that are in the bottom here must each be multiplied to the numbers on top. So for example, 2 times 6, 2 times 2, 2 times 3. Okay? And I will go step by step. So our first number is 2 multiplied by 6. If you know your multiplication tables, that equals 12. The 2 will go down here, and the 1 will go here. Our next number is 2 times 2. Which is 4, plus the 1 on top is 5. Our last number will be 2 times 3, which is 6. Now for my kiddos, so you guys can not get confused, what I do is I separate the numbers with a line. We already finished with this number 2 here, so nothing else goes here. And if it helps, just put a 0, so we know that nothing else goes there. Now we move on to the next number in the bottom, which is 1. And same thing, whatever number is down here is multiplied by all the numbers up here. So 1 times 6 is 6. Nothing goes here, so we know the 6 will go here. Then we have 1 times 2, which is 2. And lastly, we have 1 times 3, which is 3. And this will be plus, okay? So now 2 plus 0 is 2. 5 plus 6 is 11. So 1 goes down here, 1 goes here. 6 plus 2 is 8, plus the 1 on top is 9. And then nothing plus 3 is 3. So we know 326 times 12 is 3,912. This is how we do the standard form. This is the form I grew up with and most of our parents and grandparents grew up with. So we're going to do the same equation, but this time we're going to use the partial form. So same thing. 3 to 6 times 12. This is the form that the kids are currently using right now, or that they're being taught in schools. How it works is like this. We have to separate these numbers. So let's ignore the area form. We're going to stick with partial. This is going to be translated as 300 plus 20 plus 6. And then the bottom number, over here, is going to be represented as 10 plus 2. This form is very similar to the standard form. All you're doing is really the bottom numbers are going to be multiplied to the top numbers. It does make it easier, but it also takes a little longer, which is a little bit of a hassle, but it does help the kids. So 2 times 6, 2 times 20, 2 times 300. Then we have 10 times 6, 10 times 20, and 10 times 300. Okay, so we know 2 times 6 is 12. And then 2 times 2 is 4, and we know 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 3 is 6, and then we add the 2 zeros. 10 times 6 It's very easy. You do 1 times 6, which is 6, and then you add the 0. Then we have 1 times 2, which is 2, and we add the 2 zeros. And lastly, we have 10 times 3, which is 1 times 3, and you add the 3 zeros. Now for this, you have to start adding these numbers here. So I should have written it more appropriately, and I'll probably do a graph later. But if I were to do it, let's try to fix it. I'll put the highest number on top first, then the next highest, then the next highest, and so on, until we have all the numbers here. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 is 2. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 6 plus 4 plus 1 is 11. So 1 here, 1 here. 0 plus 6 plus 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And then 3 plus nothing is 3. Our answer is the same as the one before, 3,912. This is the partial product form. Okay, this is the second form. This is the one that the kids are currently doing now. I will do the area form in another video.